Okay, we're back live again today answering more of your questions about LinkedIn. Again, these questions are coming from my presentation at DreamBank in November. We had a lot of questions and I couldn't get to them all that day, so we're working through those questions today. So today I wanted to address two that are somewhat similar. Okay, so Gail asks, can I have two accounts, each list a different or separate job? And then Deb asked, should I link our farm website to my profile? And Deb does some direct sales for another company, and she's wondering if that farm website would be relevant to add to her website. So many of us are faced with this situation where we do multiple things. Maybe we have a side job while we're doing our main thing. Maybe we are launching a new business while we have our main one going. And so the question is, how much information should I put on LinkedIn, and how can I keep it relevant for people so I don't confuse them or distract them with this new thing that I'm doing? So my first question to you is determine if your target audience is really on LinkedIn for this new thing or this side gig. So for example, if you are selling makeup or facial products, is your target audience really on LinkedIn? Maybe that target audience is more on Facebook, so it may not even be relevant to put it on LinkedIn. So that's the first thing. Determine if your target market for both of the jobs that you're doing or roles that you're playing are on LinkedIn. And if you answer yes, they are, then we can find a way to craft your LinkedIn profile to best represent both positions without distracting from either one. But if your target audience isn't on LinkedIn, then my suggestion would be just to leave it off of your profile and look at another social media platform, whether Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, something that might be more relevant to attract that target audience. So if you find that, yes, your target audience is on LinkedIn for both of these positions that you have, then what you need to do is consider what the common thread is, or the common theme that is running through these two positions. So there's something that has to tie these positions together. And you may say, well, they're complete opposite roles, complete opposite industries, but there's always something. So whether that's your love of research, or your customer service, or how you like to start the launch of a new business, whatever it is that you can find in common between these two positions, that's what you want to share on LinkedIn. So what you're going to do is you're going to use that common theme and that common thread that's tying these two, maybe three positions together, and you're going to focus on that in your summary. So your summary is going to say that this is why you do multiple things. So your common thread is what you focus your summary on, and you tell people why you're doing multiple things at the same time and how they relate. So you're doing the work of tying them together, so your audience doesn't have to figure why you're going in two different directions. You point out what you do that is in common with both of these positions. After you do that on your summary, then you want to focus on the experience sections for both of these positions. So in the experience section, you want to have a different listing for each role that you have. So you can have multiple current positions. They don't have to end before you can start another one. So if you look at my profile, for example, I have two current positions that highlight two different things that I do, but they are related, they tie together. I talk about how they tie together, but they're both listed, and you want to make sure that you give each a full description of what that role is. So don't just list your title and the company, list what your passion is about that position, what you do, what you deliver, who you help. So give it a full description in the experience section, again relating back to that common theme that you've identified and highlighted in the summary. You also have the ability to move your positions around. So if, for example, you are starting a new position, by default, LinkedIn is going to list that above what you already have in your experience section. And you have the ability to move that around and shift which one comes first. So put the one first that you want people to focus on the most. If you don't want them necessarily to focus on your new position, then move it down. And now this is a feature that may be going away with the new user interface of LinkedIn. So if you're watching this video today and that's relevant for you, I would get in there and make that change as soon as possible, because I'm hearing that the ability to move things around on your profile might be going away with the new LinkedIn user interface. So do that one today. Then you also want to make sure that your headline, so the headline is that bit of text that is underneath your name on the upper part of your profile, that headline is representing the value that you bring to people. So what is the value add? Who are you serving? What problem are you solving for them? And again, you want to tie both of those positions together if at all possible. Now, if those two positions are totally different and you really only want to focus on one right now, great. Then change your headline to focus on that one, and you can always change it back. So you don't have to leave your headline as it is forever. You can change your headline as often as you want, depending on what your focus is at that time and who you're trying to reach out with and network. So just make sure that that headline is reflective of the information that you truly want to be shared. And to get back to the question that Grace had, don't open up a second profile. Okay, you are a single person. You are one being, and you should have one LinkedIn profile. So no matter how many roles we play and hats we wear in a day, you really are just one person, and you want to craft your LinkedIn profile to encompass all of that. And so don't open up a second LinkedIn profile. It becomes very distracting because people are searching for you. And if they search for your name and multiple LinkedIn profiles come up, they're not going to know which one you're active on, which one they should connect to. And honestly, when they search for your name, they're going to see both anyways. So why not put them on the same profile and just tell your story, tell why you're doing different things at different times. So do not open up a second LinkedIn profile, because that, one, it's against LinkedIn's policy, but two, it's just confusing for those people that are trying to follow you. So those are my tips for today. Again, I printed them out in a handy dandy guide, which I will share in the link to this video on Facebook. If you have any questions, type them in the comment section or here on Facebook Live, either today or in the future. We'll be back here every Wednesday at 9 a.m. to talk about your LinkedIn questions. So thanks again. I'm Kathy Yergis with BG3. Have an awesome day.